Hey everyone, I'm Eric Schroeder from Love the North, and here we have Jill, and we have today special guest Jessica, and Jessica's brought in somebody.
Miss Bubbles.
Miss Bubbles. How old is Miss Bubbles?
Bubbles is 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Yeah.
Brand new. And, well, you want to tell us a little bit about Bubbles?
I think I'm going to defer to Jill on this one because I don't know a lot about her history. She just came to me on Monday, so she's been hanging out with myself and my other two foster fails.
Yes.
Look at her.
She's like really sad. She's like, yeah,
She's
got
into
it
it.
a star already.
Yeah. What
Just
kind of
lower the
dog?
microphone, she says, and you'll be okay, buddy.
What kind of dog is Bubbles, and where'd she come from?
So she's a Rottweiler puppy,
Yeah.
and she came from Manitoulin Island. There was a young lady who had, bred her dog, and unfortunately the mother, after about 10, 12 days, turned on the puppies. And that can happen. And sometimes we see it when they've had repeated litters, or sometimes even new moms who are just afraid when they, usually it's an instinctive thing, but sometimes the first day or two is very stressful. Anyway, so this little gang here was a litter of 8, and we received a phone call to say I can't handle the bottle feeding because it's every 2 hours. It's like having a baby, only there's 8 babies.
Yeah.
So you can imagine it was a lot of work, and she got a little overwhelmed. And me and Bubbles are buds because Bubbles was at my house.
Oh, okay.
So me and my sister-in-law, Patty, we took the initial group of, bottle feeds, got them all stabilized. And then we started, I decided to break them into pairs because, to get up every 2 hours during the night and do 8 was insane. And we only did it for a day or two. And then we started breaking them into 4 and then into pairs. And so we bottle fed them till they were about 5 weeks, till they started eating wet food on their own.
Okay.
And then we put them in pairs into foster homes till they were about 8, 9 weeks, just to get as they're growing up and learning their independence. And so Bubbles was with Tank, her brother, who got adopted last week.
Oh, nice.
And Bubbles has a couple pendings, and we're going to be going through those. And she's just a little doll. They're a great breed. And it's funny is they used to be super popular back in 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this in another episode that insurance companies actually wouldn't insure some homes if you owned these dogs.
Yeah.
And it was a shame because they were really mislabeled, simply like the bullies today. But anyway, so back then, we saw where literally it crashed. Like there were very few Rottweilers around left. We used to take in lots and then they just died off, and different trends come out. So anyways, it was interesting, and to see the applicants for these dogs today are, again, all older people who 20 years ago owned a Rottweiler, and so it's almost like they'd make a nice resurgence, So they're actually they're big teddy bears. They honestly are. Jessica will tell you, how many puppies have you done? Like dozens.
Dozens. Oh, yeah. I can't even keep track anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
And how do you find her compared to everybody else?
She's really chill. She's a very chill dog. Yes. She's a little bit cuddly, and then when she's done, she's done. She loves to play with the bigs, but you know what?
Apparently we're boring her.
She's really good to play on her own too. Like she'll grab one of the toys and she flips it, and then she'll go chase it.
Yeah.
She's super cute when she's running after a toy. Like she does like the little hops and then the pounce.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's well adjusted, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so does she have a buddy right now, like one of her siblings, or is she totally on her own?
Just I've got 2 at home.
Yeah.
Two of my own dogs that I've adopted from PetSave.
Yeah.
So so she's got those 2 that she likes to play with too. They're not too sure about her yet.
No,
No, it takes them a little bit to warm up with some of them.
Yeah.
She's got the puppy energy.
Yeah.
And they're 6,
4.
Sky's 6, and Jax is 5.
Okay.
Or
So
4.
they're middle age.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we like is, so when they come in pairs, obviously you're not going to adopt pairs of puppies out, but they've been together, and because they had no mother, they're very much bonded. So we pegged homes for these puppies. We have 3 left that have pendings, and so all the litter has been adopted into homes with other dogs.
Okay.
Because again, they didn't have that motherly bond with their mom, so we kept them in pairs, and so they bonded to their little pair buddy.
Yeah.
But now it's time to break them off, let them socialize, explore other relationships. And get them a home. So now that these guys we've designated to go into homes with second dogs, just so they learn the trades of their own kind and kind of have their little buddy and
the buddy system.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just like you see how chill she is. Like she's lovable.
I think,
but not as puppies. When you're up every 2 or 3 hours, and I had them for weeks on end, like you have no sleep. That, Jill. And so that's why I say a lot of people don't realize the work involved in a regular puppy.
Yeah.
And this is where we say caution breeding, because when you get into situations where you either need emergency C-sections at $4,000 or $5,000, or you need, where mom doesn't have any milk or has some type of, issue with turning on the puppies like this mom did, then you end up with bottle feeding, and that is a lot of work. So,
Tough.
and it's very expensive. Like I think it was about $2,000 or $3,000 we spent just in formula and puppy, mousse to start. Because once you bottle feed, then you get them, lapping off a plate into some puppy mousse and stuff. Oh my goodness, that's another yawn. We really are boring her, I guess. Hey, what'd you show up for? She says. Anyway, so they're a lot of work. And so fosters, like we have hundreds of fosters. And just can tell you how many she's done. And we just, like, it's always a need. Like, I'm always texting her.
So how long have you been fostering for?
Since 2020, actually. So I started during the pandemic. And so my first foster fail, Sky, she came to me she was pregnant. And 5 days after I got her, she delivered 7 pups.
At your house?
At my house.
Nice.
6 made it. And so I get the baby stuff, but I mean, luckily Sky was able to feed and didn't reject babes. So so it's between her and Jax. Like I said, I couldn't tell you how many fosters I've had, but I find it extremely rewarding. And I'm not gonna lie, I ugly cry every time I have to pass them over to
I guess
a new home.
You you bring this little one home for a little while, and you don't want to give her up.
That's right. Yeah.
But what I always say to people, you can save one and you can keep it.
Yeah.
Or you can save dozens. Yeah. And I just told her today earlier before we got here, is that her dog that she fostered, Tippy, which she seemed to have a real shine for, gets adopted today at 4:00. So that's awesome when you think she was, I'm so happy for her. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's about saving. I think he's playing with the cameraman over here. You're just so darn cute. So it is. It's a tough thing to do. And I commend people who can do it because I'm a foster too. Yeah. I no longer own any. I only have one cat of my own left. Yeah. And I, again, only take fosters like, infants, injured, critical, so that sort of thing. And I still shed tears 28 years later when they're leaving to go to a home. Yeah. But I always say you can either save one, and if you keep that one, then that's it. The rest die out there. Or you can continue and see how many dozens of lives you can save in your 6 years. Yeah. So it's really a big difference. And
it's really rewarding too when you see them go to their forever homes, right? Yeah. Like I've met countless adoptive parents too. Yeah. And you just see the moment that they meet. Yeah. You can see whether there's the connection with the pup and the parents and And
you get follow-ups too.
Yeah. I've actually 2 of Sky's babies, their parents, still message me. I babysat one of them a couple of weekends when they were out of town and didn't have a sitter. Yeah. I get an annual update about one little guy that we had. So it's pretty cool actually, some of the people that you meet.
I think we're being sabotaged by the cameraman over there. She's so cute. Mwah. Hey, who's that guy you're looking at? Hey, who is that?
And I get the bonus of all the puppy breath.
I never understood that.
Fresh.
I never understood that. I'm not a fan of that. And so many people go, God, I love the puppy breath. I'm like,
now that you say it, I remember someone's talking about the puppy breath. They just love it.
Yeah. Well, you had yours from puppy, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And so did it have that little puppy breath?
I didn't know about puppy breath back then. Now I know about it, and it's like it's kind of like something that you want.
It's a specific smell, right? Yeah. So
So what's the schedule for this little munchkin or this little puppy for the rest of the day?
Well, she's going to hang out.
And more fun.
Yeah, exactly. Hang out, play, splat, sleep, eat, play.
And start it all over again.
You bet.
That's right.
Yeah.
And like I say, they're just amazing pups. Like they've been at my house and I've revisited some of the groups that I had originally, bottle fed. And I was glad the day they left for sure. Cause after a month of no sleep, I was really happy to see them leave. But it is, I like to see her today. I like to see how she blossomed. Yeah. Like what a great little dog.
So now that she's socialized and everything, she's
ready for home?
Ready to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did it take long to bring her out? You said, was this one the runt of the litter?
Yes, she's the runt.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's eyeballing him pretty good. She's not taking her eye off.
There's something about you. You need a pup.
You need a pup. Yeah, no, she's, so it's, and now will be her time to go. She'll probably within the week be gone. Yeah. Enter her new home and we're quite happy for her. And we just took in again the hoarding situation. I was saying about litters of puppies, like it's getting so out of hand that I'm actually shipping litters into Southern Ontario. Right. Because I can no longer find, Sudbury is saturated from the northern and other rescues. Like you have Saints that also takes off Manitoulin Island and some other areas. So we're all full, like we're just bursting, and there's so much coming down from the northern communities, especially remote northern communities where we don't have the vet care and we're not able to, spay neuter. So we're really, our initiative this year is to head off litters. So, as far as even spay neuter programs locally, getting vets up into far northern Ontario, flying them into the First Nation communities where we can stop the populations before they begin. Because once you have these babies, like even for us as a rescue, when I say it's $2,000-$3,000, Jet was just their formula.
Yeah.
That's before you start vaccinations, your spay neuters, so it's a huge cost into the rescues. And we just cleared a house last week of 27. So two parents will go back spayed and neutered once they're fixed. But the 25 puppies, there was like 3 litters in that house.
That's
So,
crazy.
and you can't find homes anymore. So even us, it takes us a while. And like I say, I already sent part of those from last week down
south.
there. So, and here's what happens. I remember the day I called the ladies and said, like, we're going to take in 27 dogs. And they're like, and where exactly did you think you're going to put those?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, well, we're about to get really creative here in
Yeah.
our building, right? Plus, I made a call out to the community and said, hey, I need to take these dogs in at 2 p.m. today. I still have 6 puppies in a room that I'm going to need that room. So we need fosters. And everybody responds. Our community is fabulous for that. When I call out an urgent Mayday call,
Yeah.
they respond. We end up with fosters within hours. We cleared some rooms. I've actually borrowed the lobby of our vet clinic to put, because I had to start splitting them by sex, because then we got in 9 siblings from the first litter they had with them, and they're antisocial, so we had to split the males and the females. So I literally have them. I have a big long lobby area. We just stripped the room, created a new dog area, and start working from there. So it's so important, because if I hadn't had those fosters take those 6,
Yeah.
how could I have done that house last week? 27 more.
So for anyone watching, how do you sign up to be a foster? What's the best way?
You can just go through our website at petsavesudbury.com and or call the PetSave line. My phone is always, I receive a lot by text, so 705-662-2352.
Okay.
And we cover all the expenses. So when you need supplies, we give chew sticks, toys, we provide crate, dog beds. We just need their time and their TLC.
Yeah, the only thing they need is the love of the foster home.
You
That's
betcha.
right.
That's it. Well, with a face like that, it's tough to
Pretty
say
easy.
no.
Well, thanks.
Oh yeah,
You too, Jessica.
You too.
You too. Yeah. So yeah, no, we're so grateful, because like I say, we've had a lot of fosters that actually been with us up to 25 years,
Yeah.
and they're still fostering.
Yeah.
So we have some who have done literally like over 1,000 or 1,500 animals by now, and think of all the thousands that we've saved because we have foster parents. If I didn't have Jessica, like what would I have done this week? The family who was fostering her had a family emergency and had to go out of town, and so we needed a backup foster. And I just immediately texted and said, "Hey Jessica, can you do a quick foster?" And she's like, "Yep, I'm home for the week," because she travels as well. So it's different fosters. Like we get seasonal fosters.
Yeah.
We get a lot of people who used to be snowbirds, and thanks to Trump, we don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of our snowbirds are fostering a little longer this year until they find a new destination. But some do like all summer long, and then they go away in the winter, and then they come back in the spring. They've always enjoyed a pet all their life, but they don't have the time to commit. They want to travel. So by fostering, you can dip in and out throughout the year when it's good for you. I've got teachers. My little neighbor Andrew, there he goes. Countdown's on, because she's a school teacher, his mom, and when they get out of school, they're home for the summer, and they do puppies on the Christmas break, the March break, throughout the summer. So, people have been around for years. They just dip in and out when they can. And that's all. It doesn't have to be a long, permanent commitment. Mm-hmm. It's very convenient for when we just, text sometimes, or we throw it on our page and say, "Hey, need this, who's available?" And the network will respond back.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the foster community, like Jill was saying, responds very well, especially if you have your own emergency. Like I can foster for a month, but I've got this one weekend that I've got to go away. Can somebody help me out kind of thing.
Weekend fostering. Yeah. Weekends. Perfect.
Where do cats fit into this?
Cat fosters?
Yeah.
Same thing. So I have mums and babies right now. We are in now kitten season, as we call it. And they're coming in fast and furious. And so we have homes that take them, and we just need separate rooms to put a mom and kittens in, because they need a private area to be able to nurse their kittens, because they can be protective of them. Yeah. And we're well into like 4 or 5 moms already in the last week or so. Oh. And with kittens, so that's about to start exploding. Yeah. And we just really again encourage people, please spay, please spay, please stop the population, stop the suffering.
Yeah.
And if you do have current, kittens or puppies, give us a call because we'd love to work with you. We'll help you spay your mom, and we stop the populations, and that's going to be what gets us out of this crisis that we're in. Yeah.
Okay, Jessica, Jill, great to see you.
Thank you.
And
Bubbles.
Hopefully, I know Bubbles is going to get picked up soon.
Yeah. Look at her.
Yeah.
She did, you meet her, and the pictures even online. When we do pictures online,
she's very expressive.
Yeah.
she is,
Yeah.
and she's quite funny. So
She's got a unique little birthmark in the back of her tongue on the right-hand side.
Really?
Yeah, you can see it when she does her big yawns.
Uh-huh.
Look at, she's flopping out now.
yeah, she's
She's
like, that's
she's
it.
ready.
I've worked
Yeah.
too hard
Ready.
today.
Yeah.
She's a movie star, and now
Yeah.
she's exhausted
Now
from all
she's
her
She's gonna be a
fame.
diva. Yeah,
That's
she's gonna
right.
go back and
She's a nap now.
Back to the tour bus.
her fans are awaiting her at home.